好，有同学问说，这个到底要怎么办？记起来就好。这个东西的规则，我们为什么设计出这一套？只是为了让庞大的数据可以简单化、系统化，最后消化成我们要的4大财务报表。就这样。就像呢，小巨蛋呢这么多人，我最后呢怎么消化这么多人流？在短时间内可以让这么多人流可以消化掉，在1、2个小时内让大家可以平安回家，你就会定一些规则。这些人你往右边走，这些人你往左边走，这些人你往另外一个方向走，就这样。那为什么搭电梯呢？我们要靠右走，因为呢才有办法呢让所有的人流有秩序，那左边想要快速走就可以走。所以呢，我们设计出这一套，只是为了让所有的资料可以很快的消化掉，然后呢，可以很好的整理出一套会计的资料，就这样而已。所以呢，设计出这一套规则之后，它就会长这样，所以它没有任何的解释，没有任何的意涵，它就只是为了让资料可以很有系统、简化的处理，就这样。所以不要过度的解读它了。比如说 debit 借方就是左边，没有其他的意涵了，可以哦。Okay, so that's the rule we use. After that, I believe you've done transaction 1 to 10, right? So how could you make sure you did the right thing? Only borrow my answer. Okay, only use my answers to double check it. Accounting, finance, every numbers is not numbers. Every number is dollars. So 1 means $1. 2 means $2. 3 means $3. So always we have to be very careful on every numbers we got, because every numbers you got, they are dollars money. Okay, so after you done 10 transactions, how could you make sure you did the right thing? We have to double check it. Okay, so go back to slide page 13 on your textbook 2-4. How could you double check it? Because we have accounting rules. Based on the accounting rules, it's helpful for you to double check your answers. Okay, so this accounting rule we call it double entry systems. 复式簿记 double entry systems. 复式簿记 is our accounting rules. You could use it to double check all your answers. Okay, so how to double check whether you did the right thing or not? First, remember, debit means left, no more, no more. Debit means left. Okay, this is the only one meaning. Debit means left, means 借方. No more, no more meanings. Okay, credit means right, means 贷方. Okay, so first rule told you is left or is right. Told you the directions. Okay. Second rules. Remember, for each transaction, always 1 debit, 1 credit. It's like your hand. I have a 1 left hand, 1 right hand. Okay. So don't forget, always for each transaction, we have at least 1 debit, 1 credit. Means you have 1 left, at least 1 right. Okay, I have a left, I have a right. So don't forget, always for each transaction, you have a left, you have a right. So you have a debit, you have a credit. Okay, the third is debit is equal to credit. Okay, debit is equal to credit. Always make sure your debits equal to credits. What you have on your left hand should be the same as what you have on your right hand, okay? So your left hand equal to your right hand. So every transaction, one left, one right, at least. Left equal to right, okay? So based on this, we could double check our 10 transactions. Okay? So let's look at the answers we have for this 10 transaction. Transaction 1, did you find out? I have one debit, one credit. So did you find out your debit's number, $10,000, equal to credit's number, $10,000. So one debit, one credit. Debits equal to credits, okay? How about transaction 2? At least one debit, one credit. And did you find out debit's number, $5,000, equal to credit's number, $5,000, okay? So they help you to double check whether you did the right thing or not. How about transaction 3? Did you find out? One debit, one credit. Debit equal to credit, okay? Transaction 4. One debit, one credit. Debit's number equal to credit's number, okay? Transaction 5. Did you find out one debit, one credit? One debit, one credit. Debit's number equal to credit's number. You don't need to care about the purse increase. We just focus on the numbers because one increase, of course, one decrease. Sometimes not always. So 600 equal to 600. Okay, one debit, one credit. Debit equal to credit. Transaction 6. Did you find out one debit, one credit? Debit equal to credit. Okay. Transaction 7, nothing. You don't need to do anything. Transaction 8, still one debit, one credit. Debit equal to credit. Any questions? Okay. Transaction 9 and 10. Transaction 9, one debit, one credit. Debit equal to credit. Did you find out? Okay. Last one. One debit, one credit. Debit equal to credit. Okay? Any questions? So this help you to double check. Sometimes we made a mistake. So we need the methods, skills to help us double check our answers. Okay? So they help us to double check. Okay, so far we've done everything here. Any questions? So we figure out we have to put the number on left or right side, okay? No problem. Then please go back to our slide on page 19. Page 19. I want to tell you another new term. Another new term. Okay? So far, how many new terms we have? Debit, left. Credit, right. Debit balance, final amount on left side. Credit balance, final amount on credit side. Okay? Here, another new term is ending balance, 期末余额. So, what does it mean, ending balance? Balance is the final amount, right? Balance told you the final amount. 余额 balance told you the final amount. Okay? We told you debit credit. We told you the durations. So debit balance told you on left. Credit balance told you on right. So debit credit told you durations left right, right? Here ending told you the timing when. Ending means the last day. Okay, so ending balance means you will find out the amount on the last day. So that's ending balance, 期末余额. So ending balance, 期末余额 told you, you will find out the final amount on the last day. The last day could be the last day of each month, the last day of each quarter, the last day of each year. Depends on how long you want to talk about it. Okay, so could be last day of last month, or could be last day of each year. Depends on how long the time period you want to talk about. Okay, so we have ending balance. Of course, we have beginning balance. Okay, so ending balance, beginning balance told you final amount on which time. So beginning balance, 期末余额 told you the number on first day. 期初余额. So maybe we talk about the first day of each month or the first day of each year. Okay? No problem? But here we want to talk about ending balance. Again, we want to do another double check. So here you'll find out accounting, we need a lot of double check to make sure all the numbers about money, they are correct. Okay. So based on here ending balance, finally, after all the process, we got ending balance. But are you sure the ending balance appear on the correct direction? Okay, we want to make sure your ending balance show up on correct directions. Correct direction means what? Debit or credit. Okay, so for example, on next slide, page 20, we have a case 1 and case 2. Okay, so case 1, we talk about the cash asset. So this is the case 1. We have the case 2. So please look at the case 1 first. Asset, remember, asset increase on debit side, right? So no matter we talk about case 1 or case 2, asset increase on your debit left, decrease on your credit right. Okay, so case 1, after all the process, we got the final amount. So what's our final amount? $5, right? So $5, if I told you, these $5 appear on December 31st, the last day. So this $5 balance, final amount, also we can call it what? Ending balance, because the final amount appear on the last day. Okay, so this $5 we can call it ending balance. Also, we can call it what? $5 appear on your left side, so we can call it debit balance. Okay, how about case 2? We find out the final amount, $2, right? This $2, also, we assume this is the last day we find out the numbers, so we can call it ending balance. Also, we can call it on your right side, so we can call it credit balance. Okay. So based on cash, based on asset, what we want to talk about is we have $5 debit balance. We have a $2 credit balance. When you find out the balance final amount for cash appear on debit or credit, which one you think maybe you got a wrong answer? Okay, so we want to check for the $5, for the $2. Case 1, case 2, which one is not correct? Maybe have some problem. Okay, then which one have some problem? $5, what does it mean? $2, what does it mean? After whole process, $5 is the result. Okay, so $5 result on debit side means that $5 is plus $5, right? Okay, like $2, what does it mean? Minus 2. Okay, and you should understand balance final amount means what? Final result. Final result, I ask you, plus 5, what does it mean? How much money you have? You told them, I have cash $5 on my pocket. Okay, so $5 plus 5 means what? Right now, after whole process, on the last day, you ask me how much money I have. I told you $5 I have. Okay, so plus 5 means I have cash $5 on December 31st. Okay, minus 2, what does it mean? You told them on the last day right now, you asked me how much money I have. I told you I have a negative $2. Impossible. If I ask you, hey, Elaine, how much money you have? You ask me how much money I have right now. You ask me how much money I have right now. Oh, I don't have a cash. So I don't have a cash. Cash is 0. Okay. Have you heard about anyone say, I have a cash minus 2? Impossible. I don't have a cash. I have a cash, right? I don't have a cash. Cash is 0. I have a cash. Cash $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, right? I haven't heard about anyone say I have a cash minus 2. Impossible. Okay? So I don't know how to explain minus 2. Impossible. Okay? So after you've done the whole year's data, based on the final result, at least the basic double check, I want to check the duration. If the number final amount balance appear on the rate on correct duration. Okay, so based on this, I think $5 is correct. So we call it normal balance 正常余额 Okay, normal balance 正常余额 So means what? The final amount appear on correct duration. So how about -2? I don't know what does it mean. So we call it abnormal, 异常余额. Okay, any questions? No problem. So that's about cash. Let's look at liabilities. So how about liabilities? Still two cases. So accounts payable, if we have a case 1 and case 2. For case 1 and case 2, I find out final amount. So for example, for case 1, I have a $5. Still, that $5 for your last day, right? So we call it ending balance. Also, you can call it debit balance because appear on your debit side, your left side, okay? So how about case 2? I have that $2. So could you tell me that $2 we call it ending balance? Also we call it credit balance, okay? So for these two cases, which one you think is maybe correct? So could you tell me for that $5, it means plus $5 or minus $5? Liability decrease on debit side, increase on credit side. Okay? So that $5 means minus $5. For case 2, that $2 means plus $2. Okay? So could you tell me, after the whole years, I got the final amount. The final amount minus 2, what does it mean? I ask you, hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. No, Ruby? Hi, Ruby. I ask you, do you have any liabilities? Today is the last day, December 31st. I ask you, hey, Ruby, do you owe anyone money? Do you owe anyone the money? No? Do you have any accounts payable? No? Okay, no. So if I ask you, do you owe anyone money? You say no. Or you will say, okay, I owe someone money. Okay? When you don't have any liabilities, so the number should be 0, right? When you owe someone money, $10, so your number should be plus 10, right? So how could you explain minus 5? What does it mean? I cannot explain it, right? I have liability or I don't have a liability. So what does it mean, minus 5? I don't know how to explain it because we talk about final number. We don't talk about the process, okay? Final number, final result. Do you have a liability? How much? I have, I don't have, okay? So plus 2 means what? I have liability, okay? I owed someone money, $2. Okay? So minus 2, I cannot explain it. So this right is abnormal. Okay? Any questions? No problem? Based on these two cases, let you guess. Usually, and look at balance final amount. Usually, when you find out balance final amount, ending balance appear on which direction will be normal, correct? Which one? Let's go back to cash. Okay, cash. Which direction? Which side is normal? Okay. Go back to liabilities. Which side is normal? So which side? Zoe. Which side? Right side. Again. This is cash. And this is accounts payable. Which side will be normal balance? So which side you find out the final amount is correct? Which? Roy, which side? Cash. Normal balance. Well, we got plus $5. We can say I have a cash. For minus, I don't know how to explain it. For liabilities, minus 5, I cannot explain it. Plus 2, I can say I have liability. I owe someone money $2. So which side? Increase side, plus side. When the number final amount increase plus, I can explain it. Negative, I don't know how to explain it. Okay? Again, for share capital on your slide, page 23. Case 1, case 2. Share capital, here told you. I have a share capital. Case 1 told you, negative 5. Case 2 told you, plus 2. How to explain it? Share capital told you investors invested in our company, right? How much money investors put their money in our company, okay? Balance final amount means on the last day I ask, hi, how many investors invested in our company? How much money they put in our company? So you can say, oh, no one want to invest in me, right? So I don't have any money from investors, 0. Or you will say, investors invested totally in our company, $10. So will be plus 10, right? So negative 5, could you explain it? I cannot, because either 0, no one invested me, or I have some money got from investors, right? So only plus 2, I know how to explain it. How? Investors totally invested $2 in our company. Okay, minus 2, what does it mean? I don't know. Okay, so normal balance usually should appear on increase per side. Okay, negative, I don't know how to explain it, because usually 0 or I have something, 0 or increase something. Okay, so negative, what does it mean? I don't know. Okay, any questions? No problem. Okay, how about revenue? Page 25. So I have a revenue balance on debit side. Debit side means your revenue increase or decrease. Debit side means revenue increase or decrease. Sarah, where is Sarah? Sarah. Hi, Sarah. You're lucky today. Sarah, could you tell me revenue? I find out final amount, $5 right here. Means plus 5 or negative 5. Revenue on debit side means revenue is plus or negative. Negative. Okay? So, service revenue, final number negative 5. Here, cash 2 plus 2. Okay? So, could you explain the meaning? $2. What does it mean? After the whole years, I ask you how much money you earned. So could you tell me how much money you earned? You say, "Oh, I'm too lazy. I didn't work for the whole year, so I haven't earned any money revenues." So what's your revenue? Zero, because you're too lazy. You don't work. Okay. So after the whole year, I got nothing. Otherwise, okay, I worked. So totally final. The total revenue I earned is $2. Okay, so $2 means what? I earned $2 for the whole year. Okay, minus 5, what does it mean? I don't know. Okay, so you cannot explain it. So did you find out? Usually, balance should appear on increase side. Okay, should I repeat again? No need, no need. Okay, dividends. Can anyone explain dividends for me? Who's lucky girl? Amber. Amber? Hi, Amber. Don't worry. Don't be too scared. Hi, Amber. Dividends, $5. I'll help you. Here, $5. And here, $2. $5 means plus 5. $2 means negative 2. Could you tell me $5? What does it mean? You have a cash. It's not about the cash. Dividends about share profit with shareholders. Whether you pay the cash or not, we are not sure. Okay, there's a second thing, second effect. So dividends $5 means what? After the whole years, we share profit $5 with shareholders. Okay, so either okay, this year our company didn't make any money, so I don't want to share the profit with the shareholders. So my dividend is zero. Okay, so dividends zero. I don't share the profit with the shareholders, or we made some profit. So this year we shared $5 profit with shareholder. Okay? If you didn't share profit with the shareholders, what we will say dividend is zero. Okay? Any questions? So I don't do anything, so 0. I did something, so increase. Any questions? So usually normal balance should appear on plus increase side. We use that to double check whether you did the right thing or not. Any questions? No problem. Okay. Oh, we don't have enough time to talk about. Mm, maybe we have. Let me check. Mm, okay, we don't have a time to let you practice. Let me check. But I still want to let you go. So, okay, maybe we practice this, even though it's not for today. It's content. Let me check. Please finish here. Look at the question 7 and 8. Finish 7 and 8. Then you can go home. 10 minutes. And for 7 and 8, please also tell me is debit or credit. We want to combine today's content. So for 7 and 8, please finish it. Tell me is A and or B, is A, B, C, D. So only one correct choice answer. And for each one, like increase, decrease, right? Tell me is debit or credit. You can discuss with your friend. It's okay. Question 7 and 8. Question 7 and 8. Also, I want to know debit or credit.